And there we go. Man, wow. Now I got to rewind it and say all that nonsense all over again because y'all didn't hear it. And there we go. Man, wow. You know what? Rewind it and say all that. This is why I actually usually go check this stuff just in case it's happening. And there you go. I didn't check it this time, and it was the time. So anyway, there, to catch everyone up, the nonsense was basically a long spiel about I'm lost in here at mom and dad's house. So time has no meaning here. So I'm glad I made it to Monday, but I'm telling you what, this stuff backs up on you. That was the other pithy thing I had said is that time waits for no man, but this AI stuff definitely does not wait, and you can back it up. But the good thing right now is we're sort of in a lull. I always talk about there's a cycle that goes on with these things. They spend a lot of the time of the cycle on image and video because that's what people really want. That's like where there's a lot of attention. But then they'll go through a few big cycles and then they'll get down to like the text to speech stuff and the chatbot stuff, and they kind of do this little stuff. They'll rim back up into another image video sort of thing. But there's a lull. And right now, thank God, at least there's a little lull, because just taking a couple days off, man, it's like you feel like you get out of the stream and you're like, oh my God, there's a whole new bunch of water zooming by. So anyway, good to be here with you guys. Got cold coffee, and let's see who all is here. Let's give our hellos. We have Mike K is here, so Mike, this one's for you. Mike, of course, is one of our star members, so he gets the hats off, all that good stuff. DJ Grizzly's in the house, yo. So DJ Grizzly, of course, go check out his YouTube. In fact, I think we're going to listen to one of his songs today that he wrote, right? That he puts together. And he puts together chats. And what's cool about some of these guys is they use these video pack things or whatever, where they're making longer form videos. Like I know Nine is in here somewhere, but I know DJ Grizzly does the same thing. Is he's like this video infinite? They just kind of stream from one thing to the next, and they do great stuff. So anyway, we're gonna take a look at that. All right, BGG is there. Good to see you, BGG. Good to see you, David. David Leet is here. David Leal is here. Good to see you, David. I think David was here last week. But I'm gonna give him some hundreds and some what-ups. Yeah, there you go. You're just gonna have to start all over again. Still no sound. No sound. Yes, now we can hear you. Okay, haha. Cowboy sound works. Yeah, it turns out you have to actually turn the microphone on. With the new and improved, looks like you're still on the road. SBI, yes. So, all right, I am still on the road. We'll see when we get back, probably the next couple days, kind of thing. So, okay. Well, that was a lot. Thanks. If you're still hanging out here, you have grit. Shaka Zulu evidently he used to make his warriors run on jagged rocks, and they would have to hurt their feet. And those that didn't complain, those that went through, they became part of the army. So this was just the jagged rock part of the experience. So good job. You guys hung in there and are now elite. All right, let's pop on over to the browser. Now, this is kind of interesting what we got going on. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. What a fella. So, I'm actually using AnyDesk, and this is actually my computer at home. So it's kind of funny how the what's the word I'm looking for? How the screen's going to play out. So I'm on a completely different machinery here. Anyway, let's do this. Thanks. This course is from Nigel, so we'll play this.
Get going fast. Get going fast.
Yo, I'm review. Yo.
Oh, I love it, dude. Okay, that's so funny, dude. Yeah, Nigel made that for us. He also, by the way, has automated. I mean, the guy he's a champ. He's also made these animated GIFs for the Wacky Racers. Oh, so cool. So anyway, the Wacky the Wacky Racers are, of course, They're off the charts, man. I'm trying to figure out where we're going here. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so anyway, here we've got over here our top fans. And right now, David is in the lead, if you can believe this. BG's number 2. Mike says, all part of the wacky races. Who knows, man? No one has figured out the algorithm. Although Hanky comes in here and he seems to dominate these things. But no one has figured out the algorithm. It is literally that wacky. All right, well, let's move on with the week here. Let's go to the Get Going Fast page. All right, so we didn't have a ton of stuff. I tried to keep some stuff up here for you guys, but like I said, I've been on a vacation sort of thing. But the future economy is being built. Actually, so this is my clever wording. Future economy is being rebuilt around AI. So the main takeaway of this article I thought that was interesting is this. In other words, AI isn't being added to automated manufacturing. So it's not being added to. Automated manufacturing is being rebuilt around AI driven learning and control. So in other words, what they're saying here is that it's not that we have the system the way that it is, and we're saying, man, AI is going to be this amazing part of what we're doing. It's like AI is changing stuff up so much that they're saying, forget what we had. We're actually building for them. It's like if you had a football team, right? And, you've had your team there for a long time, and you go, oh, man, there's like the new players are coming in. You're getting a new quarterback and new coach and all this stuff. And we're just going to fit them into the old stadium. And you go, nope, we're not doing that. We're actually building an entire new stadium for the coach and the quarterback. And that's essentially what they're doing, what they're saying. And the point is it's huge. It's massive. So I'm still putting my bets onto AI. I know there's a lot of crunch in the community, just people talking about, people get stuck on the whether it's good, is it good? Is it like as if somehow you're caring about if it's good or not is somehow stopping the flow of what's happening, right? Like, yeah, sure, there's moral arguments to be had about how good something is, but articles like this remind me that it's happening, it's here. So, I'm glad for people like Musk that seem to listen. I trust these guys. They're all they're all giants, and it's like when you're walking around the feet of giants, you have to be careful because you might get stepped on. Right? But there's certain, if you're just down here, they're all like big boots, right? And it's like you look for ones that aren't likely to step around people. And I think there's people out there that are like that. And so I'm grateful for some of those. But AI is amazing. So we're doing what we can down here. We're down, of course, on the hobbyist level. We enjoy. We're in it. We're in it for the game. We're in it for the love of the game. It's like AI life, right? Get tattooed across your chest. AI life. We're in it to win it, sort of thing. But I'm still betting on AI. All right, it's. I think everything in community, it moves forward. It's just a human thing. Some things work out for good and they work out for bad. It's both. It will be complicated. All right. Role-playing LLM, Celeste, Heretic, Uncensored KCPPT file. Okay, so I didn't choose this image, by the way. That was the image that they had created. I didn't think it was that great of an image. It was kind of low effort. But this is the one that I found that actually represented this model. Now, I thought it was kind of funny. I liked what this person wrote. They said, so is this for making our own games, or is this a game you play? I'm just curious what it's actually for. And it cracked me up because so many of us were all like, we're pragmatists, we're like, what is it? We're tool thinkers, right? I love the command line and stuff. And you're looking at this, what the hell do you do with this? And this is one of these things that's it's purely, Cobalt CPP in my world it's purely play. Like, there's nothing really practical. You can do practical things with it, but I don't use it for practical manners. I use it purely for play. checking out models to models of saying like what kind of knowledge can they hold. That's one of the great things about chatbots is the really good ones can actually hold information, just like in the image. When we're talking about images, we want to make the consistency of a person we put in there. We want to make them last throughout the video. In the same way, chatbots are doing the same thing. It's the science of passing information in a consistent, high fidelity. Is that the word I'm looking for? Manner of high fidelity, something like that. Consistent manner across the thing. So anyway, Celeste Heretic is cool because it's built on a very strong model that has very good reasoning abilities. In fact, you can actually use this as an agent. The main thing isn't probably even to create characters, but you can. And of course it's uncensored, which is cool, which means that you can ask it stuff, or you can prompt it in ways that it's not going to be like, I don't think that's a good thing that we should talk about, right? Or I just don't feel comfortable, and then you end up I think there's nothing worse than just arguing with a freaking chatbot. I'm not gonna lie. Like give me my nails being pulled back and hit. It's right about arguing with a chatbot. So anyways, that's the nice thing about these models is you get your own and then you can play with them and prompt them and you can actually have real conversations with them. So okay, someone last week asked us about Smooth Mix. So I went ahead and I just snorted. Nice. You guys caused me to snort. Thanks a lot. So I went ahead and played with it. It's okay. I don't really totally understand the purpose of this model. I guess, the consistency of movement is good. It moves out. But it really reminds me of Hunyuan and Infinite X. And I liked Infinite X a lot. Infinite X was very good. But this feels like a step backwards in some ways. I don't need it. I don't get what Smooth Mix is for. But I do have them. But I do have a model manager for it. And evidently it has some like first frame to last frame abilities. It has some, so it has that infinite ability, right? But you can go check it out. It's at Get Going Fast, and it's, for members can grab that. Okay, Quinn 3251 is still the super easiest. I went ahead and made this. This is actually kind of funny. This is my own music that I used another open source software to remove the words from. That worked with it. But anyway, the point is this is so super easy. You put a guy, you put a gal in there, you add something and then it works. Okay? So I still think Quinn 32511 is the absolute easiest, best model out there. Still my absolute favorite. Smooth Mix Infinite. That's right. BGG is talking Smooth Mix Infinite. We got some new people here. Let me say hi to them real quick. Studio Tag Leg. First time catching a live stream. What's up? Welcome. Let's give them some of these hearts, and we'll give them some hundreds. Yeah, welcome to the show. Hey-o. So there's a little bit weird because we're not at home, so we're teleprompting, we're tunneling. It's kind of matrixy, kind of timey-wimey. There. So anyway, whatever on that. Welcome to the show. What is it? BGG says, Smooth Mix has no perceptible transitions. Okay, I see. Yeah, you guys, listen, you guys are the ones that need to go make some stuff about it. I got the manager for you, so it's really easy. You can just get the workflows. I've got some good workflows. Go check them out. They're Get Going Fast. Easy to get going. Is there workflow available using LTX2 with Klein? Well, the workflow, okay, so someone just asked a question, said a particular workflow that is using Klein stuff. So Are you talking about generating the image in the LTV workflow and then throwing it out? Because otherwise, what I would do is I would just open up Klein, and then I would create the image that I wanted in Klein, and then I would just drop it into my LTX2 workflow. So there really is no need to chain them, but if you wanted to chain them, it wouldn't be that difficult, I guess. You like run your Klein workflow, and then all you would need is a node that somehow takes the output and he puts it into the thing again. But that is not my battle today. Good question, though. All right, let's pop back over here and see if we can finish up the day. Oh, happy Valentine's Day from Get Going Fast. So, funny thing, I saw an article that was talking about, this is pretty bad, but the article was a cafe that you could take your AI date to. So you can have a romantic dinner with your AI chatbot. So I don't know how they uploaded it, like if they make a voice or what they do. But evidently you can get freaky there at the cafe with your AI. So we're moving forward, obviously, as a society. Anyways, but made me think about that. Valentine's Day, I was like, wow. AI humor. I looked it up, and the AI that I trained on an exhaustive catalog of my own personal preferences says that I'm right. Which, is kind of funny, because that's what ChatGPT does. You sit in there and you spend so much time. Listen, I'm going to tell you, the number of times that I have sat there with ChatGPT and I had these deep talks, and I'm like, oh my God, and it's like self-revelatory. I'm like, I'm going to change the way that my workflow is, and that I'm doing things, and it makes sense. And then I'll come back like some weeks later, and it's like, yeah, why are you doing that? And you're like, like because you said to do it. We had like this long, and it goes, oh yeah, well the reason I said that was because this. But so there is definitely there's the AI out there that will fool you. I think we're all prone to it. It's Wilson from Survivor. Oh, that's an actual dude named Wilson. All right. Yeah, there he is. See, that's me, and that's me yelling at ChatGPT. Anyway, I always just said there was like there's always the scam that will get somebody. Like my sister, if you remember back in the day, it used to be like, if you forward this to 10 people, you'll get on Bill Gates' list. And I was like, there's always the one that's going to grab someone. My sister, she falls for one. I think it had to do with the Gap or Banana Republic clothes. But I always said everyone has their scam. I think everyone has their AI that you'll fall prone to. It's just part of the game. All right, lastly, we have this Flight Gear 2024. You guys can play around. I just threw it up there, just something that was fun to play with. You can let me know if you're any good. I stink at these things, these simulators, so. But I do appreciate it. All right, let's quickly run over here. I feel like I've been babbling. Thank you for putting up with my babbling today. Let's go ahead and run. I think this is Coon Grizzly's music, so we're going to run a little bit of Coon Grizzly's new song. I don't pick teams, I pick apart the scam, same suit, new slogan, still gripping the jam. And keep in mind, he's running these video infinite. He's creating all his imagery. Takes a long time. Same suit, new slogan, still gripping the jam. Left, right, up, down, y'all stuck in the show. I'm throwing punches at the puppets in the hands that pull the strings below. Tweet for the people, then dine with the thieves. Your working class speech got designer sleeves. You scream freedom loud, but love a quiet band. Oh, so there you go. I'm assuming you use stuff for that. All right. I'm going to show you also. Let's get out of here. I thought I had another video primed up here for you. Oh, here was another smooth mix video. Oh boy, fun stuff. Okay. I had another one here for you from Shirk. Oh, you know what we have to do is we got to go over here to get it. Shirk did some longer stuff. Sorry it's taking so long. Here we go. He made this. So he said he used DaVinci Resolve. So I don't really know how to use that. But he put this together. But can we not hear that? We definitely got a theme this week. This is really good stuff. You know, that's one of the things to keep in mind too. Like, you know, we blow this stuff up to a higher thing and the resolution might not hold. But you keep it down low too, it looks good. And I would tell you the truth, a lot of social media stuff we do is smaller frames anyway. So, yeah, this is really good imagery. Good job of animation. Okay. All right, well, let's head over and see who's still hanging around, and then we will wrap up the wacky races here. Let me pop over to here. So, vintage, yes, closer to the face, head, and shoulders. Resolve is awesome. That's what BG says. So I don't really, I don't know even how to use Resolve or really what it does, to be honest. DJ Grizzly says political diss in the clip. Done with the new A step. Uh-oh. I'm reading the stuff over here. Studio Tagleg says, I used LTX in my last few films. Found it stays consistent. Yep, it works better the closer it is on the face. I agree. LTX 2 is great. And it's fast. Which is for me, because it's like, none of this stuff is guaranteed, right? So like, you get another model, it takes like forever to make something on it, like, but it's a solid, it's a solid. Well, it might still not be good, and then you take forever. At least with LTX, you can get stuff out fast, and it's good quality. Because my goal is the holodeck. Give me the stuff that I want right now. Okay. All right. Nine wants me to mention the weekly challenge. If I forget this, he will send you after me, which is it's a bonus and something else. Okay, how do I get this back up here? Okay, so the weekly challenge. If you come over to the Discord, we have a weekly challenge that we do each week, where you can try to put in your best, and we always have a theme. But I have Discord is so funny. Here we go. You got to go to challenges, and then we'll go challenge info. So this week's challenge is the National Tortilla Chip Day. So post your AI created tortilla related creations, songs, images, videos. So go ahead and mention it, which type you use. You're like if this is a song, I used A step. It was something I used Z image. So, I'm already thinking about Ninja Turtles. Oh, by the way, you should check out the general page up here. I loaded a... Oh, this was very good. I need to show you this before we go. Okay, but notice, by the way, I loaded a Ninja Turtle AI wrestling video that someone posted. Okay, let's end with this one here. This is by Giles here. He's using 122 SVI. Very good quality stuff that he put.
Valentine's Day in the 19th century wasn't just lace paper and whispered devotion. Alongside
so nice old graphics here too. It kind of reminds me of those old Monkey Island games or something.
Insults. They were known as vinegar valentines, and they were.
So this is informational video that he's made.
This card humiliates.
So this whole thing, he does it about
Victorian masculinity centered on authority.
About these like nasty cards you would send to people, basically just to trash their ego.
or evermore.
But then he obviously generated all this, so really good. I think this is really good stuff. Man, you could sell this kind of stuff to a studio. You could. This is good enough
They were about isolation. Tis said
to
you share
sell.
your love with
So
many,
I think you guys
but
should be
believe
doing
you have
stuff like
not
that.
any.
Figuring out how you can hit it, yo. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and check our top fans for the night here. Oh shit! So okay, you didn't see. This has been a disaster. Then you didn't see any of that. I'm sorry, guys. This is we'll be home next week, so live stream will be back to normal. Oh man, that's what I don't like using. So unprofessional, right? It's like, I don't even know what we're doing here. You know, I think rather than let's just top this off. Let's go ahead and see who our top fans are. Studio Tagleg, you went number 1 in the wacky race, so you can choose any of these as the lead car. And that means everyone after you gets the one after it. So good job. And that was like his first time out. So good job. Same thing, David Leal here. Good job, you made number 2. Mike K, number 3. Coon Grizzly DJ at number 4. All right, well, we're going to end it there, guys. Thanks for putting up with me today. Sorry again for the technical issues. As I said, I'm not even... You see the bathroom back there. We're at home there. So I'll be back at it, though, hard by next Monday. So we'll be back in the studios. Everything will be groovy, doovy. Keep working on the good stuff. Send us stuff. Hey, if there's projects that you want to work on, let me know. I'll take a look at it, and we'll keep playing with it. What do you guys think about CloudBot, by the way? Evidently, OpenAI just bought that, so that's huge. All right, anyway, we're going to end it there. You guys have a good night, and